guys, it's Angie. So today I am behind a week and I want to go over my sales, but instead of for 1 week, we're going to do 2 weeks. Sorry I didn't get to this last week, but I wanted to still give you an accurate count of how much we sold and give you an idea of some of the items that I currently am selling on eBay. So let's get right into it. My sales, now this was between October 2nd and October 15th, so the last 2 weeks, Sunday to Saturday, I sold $3,852.76. So $3,800 looks pretty good, right? But for me, that's 1 week of $2,200 and then the next week only $1,600 in sales. So that's pretty low for me. eBay's been super temperamental for me over the last month or so, and this week has been abysmal. Ugh, it's only Tuesday, so hopefully we can fix it by the end of the week. But let's go ahead and look over some of the more interesting things that I have been selling on eBay. Y'all know me, I love to sell plush. This guy was no exception. He is a vintage pajama holder turtle. Look how cool he is with those old eyes. Those are definitely early 70s or 60s. Just thought he was neat. He has a zipper, and even the zipper is an old-timey zipper down the back of him. That's where you put in the pajamas. I did take a best offer of him of $20, and I'm glad he found a home because I thought he was neat. Now these two plush, they're from 1993. It's from Kmart. I have had these forever. I could not get rid of them. I know the shipping is high, but they're both super heavy and dense. So they weigh a lot. So 2 of them shipping together cost more to ship, unfortunately. So maybe that's why it took so long. But I did get an offer of $15 on these, and guys, I was happy to get rid of them. So they did get out of here after like 2 years. Then I sold this adorable Jemmy mummy. He dances around to the Thriller song, which is so, so cute. I did take a best offer of $25 on him. And then I had this little galloping little pony. Evidently his name is Rusty, and he like gallops as he does the Lone Ranger theme song. So, so cute, and sold him for $19.76. Speaking of plush, though not like you would think traditionally, this is one of those old-timey vacuum cleaner covers. It's a French maid, and she is actually on our broom for her picture. But yeah, she just is like a hand-painted face, and she fits right over top of your vacuum cleaner. So I remember these from like the 80s, but she sold for $44.95. So if you ever see any of those, make sure you're picking those up. Then I sold this vintage board game. It's from 1965, and when you can find older board games that are complete, that's not a bad thing to pick up. I did sell it for $20.66. It did have a little damage on the front from tape, you can see, but inside the game was complete. I always try to show lots of pictures so they can see exactly what they get. I did finally sell this really cute lot of the little Fisher-Price Little People. And it was quite a few different barn animals and a fireman, lots of other things. I took a best offer on these of $25, but I'm happy with that. I've had them for quite a while and probably have about $3 into them. So $3 into 25, I'll take that all day. My mom just picked this up. It's called a love tuner. I don't have any idea what it does. But she bought it for a few dollars. I put it on and it sold almost immediately for $30 on best offer. I think my ask price was like $33. So I have no idea, but it was new in the box and it sold right away. Then I did have this Bose headset. It is an older version. It came with this little bag, and if you see here, it had a little carrying bag, and then it had the black bag. It's definitely an older version, but it did sell for a best offer of $22. Then I found these really nice Uggs at the bin, so I only paid like $2 for them, and they sold on best offer of $20. I just picked this up, this Looney Tunes, and it says Friends, and on the back it says Forever. This shirt was listed as $19.98. Got so many lowball offers. I thought my offer of $26 was a pretty decent offer for such a vintage shirt in good condition. After I turned down multiple offers, it sold for full price and it went overseas. Then I sold some clothes this week. I thought I would just run you by a few of the interesting things. I never heard of this brand before. It's a Janska fleece vest, and it's definitely more like a jacket material. It sold for $35.95. Then I picked up all of these Nike, a bunch of Nike items at a yard sale for $1 a piece. So this set was $2. And someone actually bought this set in red as well as this set in blue, and they did pay $22.45 for each of them. I gave them a discounted shipping rate for all of them to ship together, but I love when we have something like that similar sizes so people can buy multiples. That was nice. This J. Crew dress was very, very pretty. It's definitely a good style, and it was new with tags. Gotta love that. $29.66 it sold for in about 4 days. This one is a Rock Creek. You know the old tracksuits? Unless you're like my age, you probably don't remember them. But in the 80s, the tracksuit was the style. And this set would have been right up there. Now, if it was color block, it would be more. But the fact that it's still that same vinyl-y feeling. I had it for a while, about 6 months, and it did finally sell for the full asking price of $29.66. This jacket was actually really pretty, retailed for $340, but I actually picked this up at Ross on their clearance day. I believe I paid $4 for it, and it sold for the full price, $44.95. And I think it took about 10 months because I listed that in January. Found this at a church yard sale just like 2 weeks ago. I paid $1 for it, and it's a 1990s Tommy Hilfiger jacket. It's just the classic windbreaker, and it did sell for $33.26. Oh, and just a chunky sweater. J. Crew, any of their outerwear or their heavier stuff seems to do really well, at least for me. This was 100% wool, so it definitely made it more desirable, and it sold for $35.95. Then I had these for a while. Sometimes holding on to things is a better idea. This is Glade Berry Pop fragrance refills. I actually sold 2 of these, so $19.76 each of them, so basically $39. It included free shipping, but it was not expensive to ship them at all. And then I sold this McCoy's cookie jar. Now, if you remember, I went to an estate sale where they marked everything down the last day to $1, so I picked this cookie jar up for $1. I still have quite a few that I finally got listed, but I was happy to take $26.95 for this. Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence with things like this. I know it's $26, but you always have to look at the amount of effort that it takes to package something this size. And even at $15.85, I barely covered the shipping. I might have actually lost $1 on that. So items that are super big and breakable, sometimes I steer clear of them, but it was $1. So this is something I picked up on one of my little local thrift stores on their 99-cent day. And you can't tell because there's no packaging on this, but these are actually Disney trees. These actually were not labeled kind of like obviously, but if you see on the end, they are actually Disney Holiday Collection 3 glass trees, and they're actually Mickey ears on each one of them. It's just kind of hard to see in the pictures, but I did sell them for $31.45. Interestingly, they also had another set exactly like this, but it had a wrap, just like this little cardboard wrap thing that went around the middle that said Disney, and those they wanted $15, but I got this set for $1. Then Mom picked this up. This is a Nerf Zombie Strike. It's one of the ones that they don't make anymore, and we didn't have this listed more than 2 days when it sold for full price at $49.45. So that was a great sale. Then one of my last buyer's choice carolers items sold. This was a super cute one where the toddlers are rocking on the chair. Now I did say that the book on the one side came unglued from the girl's hand, but I didn't want to fix it because I don't want to take a chance on doing it incorrectly because I'm not a collector of these. So I just disclosed it, showed close-up pictures of that, and I did take a best offer of $120 on this. Guys, I'm thrilled to get that, and I only have 3 left out of the 35 that I have when I purchased them. So I'm super happy about that. Then my second to highest sale of these 2 weeks was this really neat globe for a light fixture. It has this really unique sailboat design on it, and it's definitely vintage. I took a best offer of $90 on this, and I only paid $1 for it at a yard sale a while ago. It sat in my death pile for quite a while. Just one of those things. It's a glass item. I didn't really, want to mess with it, but I was trying to clear out my death pile. And to get $90 for something that had been sitting in my garage forever is awesome. But the best sale that I had this week was one that went to a teacher. And you see, I just put my sticker in there, but this was a lot of 14 plush. I had someone send me a message that said, hey, I'm a local teacher and we're having this fundraiser event that's happening at our school, and we want to buy 14 of your plush. And I think they were listed at about $165, $170. And she said, I would give you $120 for them, and I need you to drop them off at the school. And I'm like, I'll do anything for a teacher. My daughter's a teacher. I know what that's like. And so absolutely, I'm happy to make a deal. But this is more a warning for you. You cannot do a transaction outside of eBay, because that is basically trying to skirt their fees. So you can get suspended for that. So what I did here is I just created a new listing specifically for this buyer, and I sent them the link for it so that she could purchase it right off of here, and we could still do payments through eBay and everything. That keeps it all on the up and up. And she was super happy. And I actually gave her a giant 4-foot sloth plush that we picked up at a yard sale somewhere, and I'm like, I'm sure she can use this for her classroom. So we ended up donating that as well, and she was super, super happy with it, and I was more than happy to drop it off at the school. And then my final sale this week is my lowest sale, because all sales matter, is this Bic pencils. They're just mechanical pencils. I can't even remember where I picked these up, but I probably bought them like when school supplies were dirt cheap or something. I think it was last year. But I put them up there because I'm like, I got it sitting around the house. If I put it in a yard sale, I'll get $0.25 for them. So even though I only made $3, I made $3. So I'm happy about that. And when sales are hard to come by, every sale is important, even more so than normal. So that's just a quick recap of some of the items that I sold over the last 2 weeks. Now I'll start bringing you my what sold videos once a week, usually on Monday or Tuesday. And if you want to see where I pick up a lot of my items, you should check out this video right here, which shows you me at the Goodwill bins. All right, that's it for today. Have a great day, and thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you next time. Bye.